here's how to find holes in NX. So in some instances, you might have a part that has a lot of holes on it. And in that case, you don't want to sit there and click through all of the holes or dissect all the blueprints in order to figure out what sizes are what. And in many industries, there are a lot of repetitive or regular standard size holes that are all very similar to each other. So on a large part, it may not be easy to differentiate between the different sizes since they're so close. So NX has a built-in function to be able to find those holes. So what we're going to do is just walk through how to do so. So when you're in NX Manufacturing, we're going to go ahead and go to the geometry view. Once there, you're going to double click on your MCS mill. This is going to open up, and the first step is going to be to set your tool axis to all axes. When doing so, that's going to allow NX to look at the part model from every direction possible, not just the Z axis. Next, you're going to set your workpiece. So we're going to want to go ahead and set your part, and then set your stock if you have it, and set your check if you have it. But if you're just now starting out and all you have is your part model, or you're just doing this to purely find the holes and count them and know what sizes, all you really need to do is specify your part. To do so, you can click the part model here next to specify part, and then single click on the part model, and then say OK. Once you have your MCS settings fixed and your workpiece selected, we're going to go over to the resources bar and select the machining feature navigator. Here you're going to see that you're going to have the name of what your part file is. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, right click on it, and say find features. When I do so, it's going to default and select some geometry. I don't actually want that fixture, I want this part. So I want to specify that this model right here is what we're going to look at. Then to find holes, you want to uncheck all of these except for holes and steps. Holes and steps. Then we're going to go ahead and say find features. When we do that, you're going to see it's going to pull up all of these features that NX found. We'll go ahead and say OK. Now, once we've said that OK, and you're going to see that they're all going to pop up here, it might look like that, so you need to expand the window. You can go ahead and select all of those features that it found, right click, and then say group features. Once you do that, they're going to pop up here for your feature types. You'll probably see them highlighted on the part model. You can say create feature groups. Once you create the feature groups and they pop up here in the feature groups section, you can say OK. You've now found your holes. So to see them, go back to your operation navigator, into your workpiece, and then here you're going to see your holes. So here is one 3 1/4 diameter hole with a 3-inch hole as well. So that's grabbing the outside of the chamfer and the inside of the chamfer in this instance. We're also going to see that there are 4 features here that are a 1/4 inch diameter that are going 1 inch deep. It also found a pocket here. So there's 3 holes here that are 3/4 diameter that are also 1/2 inch deep. So you can use NX to find your holes. Now, if for some reason you needed to make a report of your holes, afterwards you can select these. You can right click and say information. It's going to put all of the information for those holes in your information window here. There's your 1 feature, your 4 hole feature on the top, and then your 3 hole feature on the side. Once you have this, you can say save as, and we can toggle out to our training folder here, where we can save this file as our found holes, and say save. Then if we go back here to that same folder, we can go to our found holes file, and it's going to open up, and then you can go back through and see that there is one feature here, and then in here it's going to give you all the criteria that this was a 3 1/4 hole. Continuing down here, we had 4 features. Those 4 features were a diameter of 250, and so on.